Hello there, friends. This is Domas reporting live from the forest. Today I wanted to make a video about this one person commented regarding the schizotypal personality disorder, and she felt like she was alone, and now it felt like someone understands, or something along the lines of that. I can't remember exactly what the comment was, but it was something to do with not being alone in this disorder, in this diagnosis, let's call it. And I wanted to talk about it a bit more, maybe talk about traits. I can't remember, I don't think I will remember all the traits, but I have schizotypal personality disorder. I often forget about it. I just don't think that it affects my life that much, but I think that it kind of does. Now when I forget about it and stop taking medication, which I did now, I feel the anxiety rising, and I'm questioning myself, about anxiety. Like, where does it stem from? Where does it come from? Why do I have this? And mostly it's because of underperformance or something. I see a lot of these app ads coming up, the Liven app, that says about procrastination and all kinds of mental health help apps. I don't know, like, it could be that, it could be just schizotypal personality disorder, it could be anything, it could be depression. But thinking about schizotypal, and one of the traits is increased social anxiety that doesn't decrease with time. It only grows bigger. It's not like exposure therapy where you kind of, the more you get exposed to something, the more you get used to it and become better. It's not like that. And throughout time, I've been noticing that happening. It's like, I was yesterday with some friends having a birthday party, and it was nice, it was good, but at a certain point I had to go home just because I felt like it was enough for me. So when I have people passing by, when I have to have interactions with people, I oftentimes count the time until the interaction will end. So another thing was what one doctor said with job security, changing jobs and stuff. It's like you don't stay in employment that much. And it's true, like, I've changed 4 jobs this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the job that I will get now, I will be able to stick to it, for longer, because it's really frightening, because it seems like you can't build any security, and it seems like the only one way is to go into the fear and just try. So if you have schizotypal personality disorder and you're listening to this, then I think you can't get hurt if you try. It's not gonna work. You can quit, but it's almost like a task to yourself, you know, like if you have a job, then give yourself some credit every time you go through a day. You know, you're like, I did one more day, and I have security. You know, I have income. I can go to a cafe, spend money, and not think whether I'm gonna have enough to pay my bills. You know, you can congratulate yourself on that. You know, don't forget that. Odd beliefs and magical thinking. One of my favorite ones is, yeah, I think it kind of connects and correlates to ideas of reference and, I don't know, magical thinking, that everything is connected, you know, which it is. So I don't know why you could say that he's definitely schizotypal, but it is. Like, we're all connected and we're all separate too. So, you know, that's that. I'm sweating a lot because I stopped drinking medication. So I don't know if that's affecting me more, and that's making me go for these mental health walks and talk about this, especially today, because you're kind of in your own bubble when you have this disorder. I mean, people are in their own bubbles anyway, but you kind of have another trait is you have difficulties in maintaining relationships, and if you have close relationships, is usually with a first degree relative, you know. So that's for me, that's my grandma, my mom, you know. I'm close with them, you know. I can be open with them. Even other close relatives, I'm not so open with. Well, my brother, yes, to my dad, a bit difficult to be just totally open. And it's hard to be open with anybody, really. But when I do have close relationships, I really enjoy it, you know. That's the thing. Like, I have this gap between having no relationships, like no interest in having an interaction, to like having too many. And having too many, that's what gives me an overload. And once I get overloaded, I need to retreat and go home, watch some series. So it's crazy how the mind works, you know. Odd beliefs and magical thinking. What can I say? I don't know, all my other videos that I don't talk about schizotypal are kind of to do with that. All I talk about is like, I don't know, that's like my life philosophy. I'm like, kind of base my life upon that. So it's not even, yeah, it's like, if I don't have my magical thinking, I feel like I'm nothing, you know. Like, I feel like I'm disappearing into the nothingness. You know, I have to believe that if I do a drawing, then my day will have meaning, you know. That's maybe not even magical or odd way of dressing. Another trait, I do dress, don't pay that much attention to the way I dress. I just usually wear the same clothes, like, just for the fact that if I change the clothes, it's uncomfortable. Like, I put on some shorts today that don't really, I don't really dig them. and I'm feeling uncomfortable already, and my day is already becoming worse. But I'll survive. It's just short. Another thing that I've heard, and today when I was listening to things about schizotypal disorder, was it just fell out of my mind. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So these are the traits that I remember now. Wait, what was it? Odd behavior, way appearance, eye contact. I don't know. Yeah, I have issues with eye contact. Either I keep it for too long, or I can't look at the eyes at all. So it's like, I don't know, can you handle it? Can people handle it? Oh, what I wanted to say was schizophrenia, like that some people say that it's like borderlining with schizophrenia, like it's connected to schizophrenia, but others say that it isn't. So I don't know what to trust. It's like that it can grow into schizophrenia. Like, I don't know. Hopefully not. Like, I don't see delusions. I don't see hallucinations. Odd perceptions. That's another trait. Like hearing your voice, hearing your name being called out, even though there's nobody out there, or feeling that there's somebody in the room when there's nobody there. So it's like that's another trait. So yeah, if I remember more, I will make another video later and talk about that, because I'm in the forest and my internet has finished, so I can't listen to more videos and kind of react to them. But if you have this disorder, I know how it can feel. I know it can feel very lonely. I know you can feel special, and you are special, and I always say in my videos that you're special, because we are. I'm gonna stick to my odd beliefs and magical thinking, just because that's how life, I think, looks more beautiful. Some people it isn't. Some people have to have everything in boxes and strict, and to me it's like more loose. I try to make it more structured, but find it difficult. And the mosquitoes are biting quite hard, so I'm gonna finish on that. And I'm proud of you. Keep doing the work that you're doing. Keep on digging into your subconscious mind. Keep on looking for what is the truth to you. And have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And I love you, and I wish you a great day. Peace.